So today at Sahani Auto, we have a 2016 Nissan Sentra. Customer has codes for, let's get over here. Engine, one code. Evap, very small leak. So, first steps first, we check the easiest component, which is going to be your purge valve in your engine bay. Your purge valve is going to be that component right there. So we pull vacuum on the purge valve. No vacuum has been, no vacuum is leaking. The gauge holds the whole time. So we asked the customer for additional diagnosis time, in which we are running a smoke test. So running a smoke test on the vehicle, we have checked to see if there was smoke coming out of the vent valve in the rear near the evap canister, which when we commanded the evap canister, there's a cover for it, it's right there. We commanded the evap canister off. The vent valve stopped pushing out smoke. But now that we've sealed the system with the vent valve, the system should not be leaking at all. We have seen this issue before. We do have the rear seat out currently. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna be looking right here at this fuel pump. This is not very common to see, but in our case, we have seen this before. Now the seal around the fuel pump is great. Even the connector seems to be in good condition. No burned wires, nothing of that sense. But what ends up happening when people drive around with low fuel or there's some resistance in the system, if you look through this mirror, you can see, let me see if I can get a better view of the connector over here towards the passenger side is showing heat marks, and that brown spot is where it is burned. So right now it is leaking right through that connector. So if you do have a 2016 Nissan Sentra or any Sentras with the same model, if you are unable to find an evap leak for this vehicle, I highly recommend you run a smoke test. You close off the system with the vent valve, and if you hear any type of hissing, even if you do not, pull the seat, check the fuel pump connector. And a good way to kind of check, mind you, there's no smoke, the leak is so little that you could spray some soap and water on there to see if it bubbles up around the connector, and then afterwards clean it off with a good electrical connector. So that is a diag, and when we change the fuel pump, it will be a repair.